Welcome to SENS Talk. My name is Brandon, and I'm your host. Before we get started, please follow us on Twitter at SENSTalk_. Once again, thank you all for 650 plus followers on Twitter. Now, before we get this game analysis started, we had some updates before the game. Adrian Dater at @ADater on Twitter, who is an analyst who is verified on Twitter, has quote-unquote wrote, "I'm picking up more chatter about a potential Senators Avalanche trade involving Matt Duchene. We will see." He followed up that tweet with, "Sticking point on the Avs Senators trade is Colin White and not Thomas Chabot. Obviously, Thomas Chabot is better than Colin White. And if we could get Matt Duchene to come help us right away, he has 2 years more left on his contract, a solid player, and it can prove to Erik Karlsson to stay here that we could become a contender, be a solid player. Imagine him with Hoffman and Zingle. Look at that speed. Obviously, nothing's really happened yet, but they're just rumors. But Bruce Garrioch spoke today during the game. He said something like Martin Hanzal is more likely, and the Senators are around the 5 teams that have been talking to Arizona Coyotes. But Martin Hanzal, who I do agree with, would be a nice pickup. Him, Thomas Vanek, these kind of players that have term left, not like money-wise, but years left, who can still produce, who are not too old, not too young, kind of in their prime. So these kind of players that can do something for not just a rental player, more of like a couple of years, maybe longer kind of player, like Vanek, Duchene, you get what I'm saying. So that's some good news there. The Senators are definitely looking for a trade. Not only that, 6 years ago on the date, February 24th, 2011, the Ottawa Senators traded right wing Alex Kovalev to the Pittsburgh Penguins for a 7th round draft pick, which ended up being Ryan Dzingel. That worked out pretty well for us, I'm not going to lie. Not only that, Hoffman definitely will not play in tonight's game versus the Carolina Hurricanes. Boucher says don't bet on Mark Stone playing either. Guy Boucher also extended on that comment, saying he doesn't expect Mike Hoffman to play on this road trip at all, including the 2 back-to-back Florida Tampa Bay game on the weekend. Senators Erik Karlsson has 28 points, 7 goals, and 21 assists in his last 26 road games on the season. One shift into tonight's game in Raleigh, North Carolina, Jean-Gabriel Pageau has moved to 10th place in franchise history in playing 168 consecutive games in a row for the Ottawa Senators. Now let's get things started. A minute 20 in, wraparound from Jordan Staal goes in, assisted by Phil DiGiuseppe and Brian McGinn. 1-0 Canes, and they were just attacking the hell out of the Senators in the first 10 minutes. The Canes were out shooting the Senators 8-1, only 4 minutes in. 8-1, only 4 minutes in. 2 minutes later, the shots were 10-2 Carolina, 6:23 into the first period. The Senators, they dodged a bullet. The Senators dodged a bullet. They were only down 1-0 after 20 minutes. The shots were 19. This was not after the second period. This was after the first period. 19 for the Hurricanes, 7 for the Senators. Had a couple of chances. 10 attempts were 34-13, obviously, Carolina Hurricanes. Karlsson had 9 minutes and 10 seconds on time on the ice, but started at 4 hits. Senators were only 22% on the faceoffs. Absolutely outrageous first period. If it wasn't for Corey Anderson, they were out of the game right away. Anderson kept them in the game like usual, looking like the Paul McLean pesky Sens, not looking good right off the bat, trying to get something going in the second period. Wyman with the best opportunity, a few minutes into the second period, wide open net, somehow Eddie Lack robbed him there. Shorthand, Tampaya goes to the defense, goes backhand, can't beat Eddie Lack though. Shorthanded rush after moments before stopping a goal from going in, he almost scored one. Their lead is still 1-0 for the Hurricanes. Hurricanes capitalized with 5 minutes to go, assisted by DiGiuseppe again and Jordan Staal. It's Eric Lindholm. It's a 2-0 Carolina Hurricanes lead. This one deflected off Craig Anderson's stick and in. Here comes the third one with 40 seconds to go. Victor Stalberg, assisted by Sebastian Aho and Victor Rath. 3-0 Hurricanes. Not looking good, folks. Not looking good at all. Senators picked it up in the second period, outshooting the Hurricanes 17-14. 14 shots, still outrageous, but at least it got 17. But Stalberg's last-minute goal puts the Ottawa Senators in a deep hole. They're down by 3-0 without Mike Hoffman, without Mark Stone, without Bobby Ryan. It's going to take a miracle to come back in this game. That's kind of what I'm telling you. They did not come back in this game as Pageau hit a post, and then a few minutes after that, Turris hit a crossbar after a save from Eddie Lack. The rebound, they couldn't bury it. Too many chances from the Senators. They couldn't score. Bad puck bounces for the Senators. Went into their own net. That was that kind of game for the Senators tonight. The final score, Eddie Lack gets the shutout. He's been horrible this year. But the Senators have not been able to win in regulation in Carolina in 16 games in a row now. It's the last time the Senators won regulation in Carolina was 2007, the year we went to the Cup final. So it's weird. The NHL is weird like that. Some teams just can't win in certain buildings, even if the other teams like the Colorado Avalanche. So it doesn't make any sense, but listen, it happens. We're still 2 points back behind Montreal. We're still comfortably in a playoff spot. So this doesn't hurt us too much. Would have been nice to get the points though, but we need to bounce back Sunday against the Panthers quickly. And maybe Stone will be back that game. Not Hoffman, but maybe Stone will be back the game. The point of the matter is the Senators had chances. They couldn't bury it. It was that kind of game where the puck bouncing was not going their way. They don't play well in Carolina. Let's move on past this game. If this continues in the next game, then I'll be worried. The final shots to go after the first period, 19-7 Hurricanes, 18-14 Ottawa after the second period, and 9-11 Carolina after the third period for a final tally of 44, 41 saves for Anderson, 44 shots on net, 34 Senators, 34 saves for Eddie Lack. Here are the team stats. Ottawa only won 24 faceoffs, 36.4%. Carolina won the faceoff battle 63.6% for 42 wins. Ottawa was 0 for 2 on the power play, same thing with Carolina. Hits were 26-37. Carolina, very rare that a team out-hits Ottawa. And shots 34-44 Carolina. So the Carolina outplayed us in every category there. 3 stars of the game. The third star, Phil DiGiuseppe, had 2 assists, a +2 rating, 14-15 on the ice. Second star, Jordan Stahl, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points, 2+ rating, 17.08 on the ice. First star, Eddie Lack, who's 2-3-1 on the year now, had a shutout, 34 saves on the night. SENS YouTube star of the night, Craig Anderson. Without him, we had no chance of making it, winning the game. 41 saves on 44 shots. Spectacular night for Craig Anderson. The Senators' record now drops to 32-21-6. In their last 10, they're 5-5-0, and they've lost 1 in a row. They lost to the Carolina Hurricanes today 3-0, and the next game Sunday, February 26th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, in Florida against the Florida Panthers, a huge game. We beat the Florida Panthers. That crushes playoff opportunities in the division-wise, maybe wild card, but that really seals, comfortably lifts up the Senators for a playoff spot. Not only that, we have three games in hand going into Sunday's game against Montreal. It's what we're playing them 3 times in March. So we're going to get into that more later on, but look, Senators have lots of opportunities to win this division. Here are the current standings. Montreal has played 61 games. Their record's now 32-21-8. They're 72 points. Ottawa, 59 games played, 32-21-6, 70 points, stuck there at 70. Toronto, game in hand on them, 60 points, 28-20-12, 68 points. Boston, 61 games played, a couple games in hand on them, 31-24-6 for 68 points. Florida, who lost today 4-2 to Calgary, 60 games played, 28-22-10, 66 points. Buffalo, 60 games played, 26-24-10, 62 points. Tampa Bay, 60 games played. That's Monday's game back-to-back. 27-24 and 27-25-8, 62 points. Detroit at the bottom, 60 points, 24-26, 10, 58 points. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. Now, please check out our sponsor on Instagram, SENS.Central. I'd really appreciate it. So please like us on Facebook at SENS Talk. Add our search circles on Google Plus at SENS Talk. Click the big red button down there and subscribe to us. Like this video, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. And please follow us on Twitter at SENSTalk_. Please check out our website, SENSTalkCentral.com. We update it every single day. I would really appreciate it. Click right here for the latest SENS Talk YouTube video, and right here to subscribe to us. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate your support. I'll see you on Sunday night. I'll see you next video. Go Sens go.